The Territory creators of a new computer animation program are taking on the world after sealing a deal with Microsoft. The award-winning software is called Marvin, and it's the biggest deal of its kind ever made in Australia. The innovative animation techniques are used to create characters who can speak in any language. And as Danielle Parry reports, Marvin promises to revolutionise education in the bush.
This is the groundbreaking Marvin software at work, using pigeon jarrah to teach Aboriginal women what to expect when having a baby by caesarean. The program is the brainchild of Easterby-Wood, a former Territory health worker turned computer guru. He stumbled on computer animation as a training tool while he was working in Indigenous communities.
We had a lot of students humbugging, so one day I sort of set up some animation and some laptops at the back of the class, and thought, well, that should keep the kids distracted. And after a couple of months, I realised I had more adults using the animation than I did listening to me training.
Easterby-Wood took the technology behind that annoying Microsoft paperclip tool and adapted it. Now almost anyone can create their own characters and training videos tailored to their specific community, culture and language.
There's never more than 4 buttons to reach an actual outcome. So for someone to be able to come along, quite nervous about what is expected, and to be able to leave, after a few hours, having created something that they can show and pass on to others, or put onto their mobile phone, or put onto their Xbox. These are amazing things.
Working together, Microsoft Partners in Learning and the Departments of Education and Health are changing the face of outback learning with Marvin.
After years of hard work developing the program, Easterby-Wood has signed a deal with Microsoft for Marvin to be offered as a free download to every school in the world.
That little avatar that started out as maybe it's a little help device for people writing documents turned into this amazing software application that is really going to help kids learn in the 21st century, particularly those from underserved or Indigenous backgrounds.
Marvin's now available to more than 20 million students in 17 countries. The beauty of the technology is that the character can be synchronised to speak on any topic in any language, and all it takes is a few quick clicks of a mouse.
It's set up around a drag and drop theory, so the characters can be moved from one point on screen to another point. All you have to do is basically add the play after that movement, and that builds a script. And the computer plays that script from 1 to 10 or 1 to 100 or what have you. So really you're like your own director.
Being a man, and because I've been through law, gives me a place in my culture and make me strong.
Okay, so now we're going to go in and record the audio for this character.
The Northern Territory Health Department has been a driving force behind the technology, embracing it as a cheap, effective way of educating people in the many Aboriginal languages spoken across the top end and Central Australia. Indigenous interpreters are used to translate scripts written by communities into language. The Marvin software then synchronises the words with a character, and a background can be added.
We're not actually pushing irrelevant resources onto them, we're actually sort of using them in the process. They're helping us create the resources. With Marvin, you don't need any previous computer literacy skills whatsoever. You don't even really need to be able to speak English.
The technology removes the need for actors who can speak in Aboriginal language and generates a product with a much longer life.
There's probably thousands and thousands of dollars worth of resources sitting on shelves that can't be used because maybe an elder's died, or someone actually in the resources that's been shot on film has passed away, so those resources no longer can be used.
The programs the Health Department has helped create cover everything from dialysis to pregnancy, and Alice Springs Hospital has been putting them to good use. Thanks to Marvin, these 2 mothers-to-be can now hear in their own language what to expect. Marvin is already helping overcome language barriers across the globe. Territory Health Department staff worked with the World Health Organisation and UNICEF to develop this immunisation campaign on the island of Kiribati in the Pacific.
Same sort of thing as what we're doing here in the Territory. Very community specific, very culturally appropriate, and that went across very, very well.
As we speak, there are groups up in the highlands of West Papua using it for education in schools. We have projects in Nigeria and Ethiopia on cattle management.
I think the more characters, like you were saying before,
The Microsoft deal will eventually see Marvin rolled out in more than 100 countries, and expert trainers from the territory will be on the front line.